So coaches, as we briefly talked about, today's all about decision making. So I'm not really walking you through an offensive or defensive philosophy. It's just a collection of things that you can take away, you might alter. The biggest thing that I will encourage you to do from here is to change what I do. So a lot of these drills might be from Peter Lonergan, they might be from someone else, but I've tried to put my own spin on them with the group that I coach. So we might do a 2v1 walling up drill in 10 or 15 minutes, and you can go, I like this, but encourage yourself on the but part. Because the more that you can change and adapt things to your philosophy and style, the better. One thing that I see a lot in warm-ups is the static stretching, the jogging, the getting up and down, which is all well and good. We like to try and involve basketballs as much as we can in our warm-ups and try to warm our brains up. So we're gonna play a game really quick. We're gonna talk about decision making straight away. I need everyone with 2 feet behind the baseline. We're gonna play a game called land, air, and sea. You guys are all successfully safe on land. If I call out air, I want you to hold the basketball with 2 hands and 2-foot jump over the baseline. Do that for me now. Air. Land. So now we want you to go back to land. Good. Air. Land. Air. Excellent. Now, freeze. If I call out sea, as in sea in the ocean, I just want you to jump up and down on the same spot. Practice that for me. Sea. 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 Really easy? Awesome. Go back to land. So what we've started doing straight away, and again, as I talked about, I'm going to set the parameters and rules and talk to you guys more. It's not how I would operate a normal training session, but this is an education session for you guys. What we're doing is we're giving him 2 or 3 commands, and we're going to slowly speed them up and then add basketball movements into it. So if I was coaching 8-year-olds, this is how I would start a warm-up, and as we get older, we can put some ball handling and some dexterity stuff. We're going to play a game, land, air, and sea. All right? If I call out the command, that's what I want you to do. If you get it wrong or you're too slow, I just want you to step back. So we're having a competition straight away. We ready? Air. Land. Air. Air. Good. Anyone that jumped, go backwards. You're out. Sea. Sea. You're out, Addy. Sea. Land. Air. Air. Good, come closer together. We got 2 left already. It's easy to knock you guys out. 2 left. Start on land for me, please. Land. 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 Good. Air. Land. Air. Quicker. Air. Good. You guys are too good. So we would add layers to that. And one thing, everyone's back in now. Come back to the start. Now what we're going to do, and again, especially if you're coaching younger kids, stuff like this will bore them easy. So we're going to add a progression layer to it. So everyone put the basketball above your heads. Now we're going to do the old finger taps. Everyone practice that. Above your head. We are going to play the exact same game, but as you jump, you must have your finger taps above your head. If you drop the basketball, you are out. Are we ready? Air. Keep finger taps. Keep finger taps. Land. Air. Sea, land. Good. So as we start to pick up the commands, they'll make mistakes. You guys can freeze. You're good. What's the first thing that we noticed when we added the basketball to it? What did we do straight away as athletes? Did we see anything? Concentration. Yeah, their concentration, but what the thing for me straight away is all their eyes did that. So when we added a second decision or a second task for them to do, they're no longer really worried about their feet. They weren't looking at their landing patterns, which is a lot of what we're trying to do when we layer in decision-making drills. We're making life a little bit harder for them, and hopefully they remember the initial teaching as we layer stuff on top of it. All right? I need you guys to get in a partnership, please. 1 ball between 2. You have 10 seconds. Quick. Addy and friend, out here. You guys are starting. Quick, get a friend, Addy. Pick someone. Bree. Awesome. Out here. 1 basketball. Quick, on the high nail for me. We're gonna play head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Who's ever played head, shoulders, knees, and toes before? No one? No one's played head, shoulders, knees, and toes? Awesome, I'll take that basketball. So what we're gonna do, I want both of you to stand right here at the high nail and face each other. I'm gonna put this basketball on the ground. I want both of you to be in a stance for me. A defensive stance, high hands. I'm gonna yell out a command. Whichever I yell out is the body part you have to touch. You ready? Head, knees, shoulders, toes. When I say go, You guys are in a race to pick up the basketball. Addy, pick the ball up for me, please. Whoever picks up the ball first is offense. Whoever doesn't pick it up is defense. Really easy, we're playing one-on-one, and when I call go, we're attacking the hoop. We ready? Put the ball on the floor for me, Addy. Head, knees, shoulders, go. Next two up, who wants to play? Quick, next two up. A new pair, quick. Next group better be ready to go. Put the ball on the ground. Toes, knees, head, shoulders, knees, go. All good, quick girls, quick. Next two up, please. Next two up, let's go. Ball on the floor, ball on the floor. Knees, shoulders, head, toes, go. So hold up there, girls. Before we move on, what are a couple things in that drill we could potentially be looking at as coaches? Any ideas? What are some skills that we could potentially get out of from doing that? Reaction time? Yep. Anything else? Footwork. There's a million things that we can do. We can talk about the Fab Five, about how we dribble, but all of this is still a warm-up. I would classify all these drills that we're doing as warm-up drills. So the first 5 to 10 minutes of any practice, any workout can always include something to switch their brains on, even if it's as simple as land, air, and sea, where they're jumping, or something where they're working at being in stance, holding the basketball. That's all a warm-up, but whilst we're getting their skills intact, we're working on a little bit of ball handling. We're working on decision making. We're trying to do multiple things at once, all right?